Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports. I'm your host, Robert. NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. This Saturday night on the WWE Network, another one of these NXT TakeOver shows. This video is being filmed before Raw, before SmackDown, before the NXT tapings. Currently, there's only 5 matches that have been announced. There could be matches added. Don't know. I'm just going to kind of go over the 5 matches already here, give my preview of that, and we'll go from there. And make sure you stay tuned to Robert Sports Show Saturday evening or Saturday night after the NXT show for my review. So first we have Jushin Thunder Liger on loan from New Japan Pro Wrestling versus Tyler Breeze. This could be a very interesting, high-flying kind of spot. I think there'll be a lot of spots in this. Liger, former WCW light heavyweight champion, kind of the prelude to the cruiserweight titles. Everything he's done is kind of that lucha libre style. Tyler Breeze, the selfie taken poser kind of guy who kind of can do a little bit of high flying. So I look at this being a very intriguing matchup between these two guys. I look at Tyler Breeze getting a win. Liger is kind of the guy. He's going to put people over. He's not going to go out there and steal the spotlight, have to win matches like this. I don't know for sure if WWE has signed him. He's going to be in WWE, if it's just kind of a one-time deal, kind of a loan, cross-promotion loan thing. But him coming in from New Japan, I think it'll be very intriguing to see how this match goes over, what the crowd thinks of it. I think the crowd will be really behind it. Next, we have the NXT Tag Titles on the line. We have Blake and Murphy champions versus the Von Villains, which is Aiden English and Simon Gouch. If I screwed those names up, oops, sorry. The Blake and Murphy is the second longest reigning NXT title champions ever. Obviously, Blake and Murphy got Alexis Bliss out there with them. She can kind of get involved and do things. This match could be quite... I don't know how great it's going to be. It's going to kind of be a slobber knocker, as JR would say. Kind of the brutes, Blake and Murphy. Haven't seen a lot of either one of these teams. Still kind of watching some NXT stuff. Haven't watched much here lately. So I look at Blake and Murphy getting a win here. Next we have the NXT Championship on the line. NXT Women's Championship on the line. Champion Sasha Banks versus Bayley. Bayley, this kind of perky little, kind of little diva, I guess you can call her. I look at her actually beating Sasha Banks here for the NXT title, with Sasha making the main roster and being on Team Bad. I see Bayley kind of getting the reins of the NXT Women's title and carrying it on. Her and Alexis Bliss and whatnot. Kind of making that next level of their WWE divas. So look at this be a very entertaining, very good match. It'll probably be one of the best women's matches you'll see. Obviously, everything the divas have done in NXT have been just on these takeover shows have been just amazing. So look at this being carrying that on, Sasha and Bayley becoming the new NXT Women's Champion. Next, we have the submission machine to Samoa Joe versus Baron Corbin. Joe's just gonna mow over him probably. Joe, it's kind of that kind of Brock Lesnar type in NXT right now. It seems like kind of that go in, kick ass, take names, and move on. I look at Joe being on the main roster sooner than later. He may not even get an NXT title hunt because the window for a Samoa Joe in WWE I think is small. I think a year or two and be at his top of his game. So they don't need to waste him in NXT. Maybe get him a title for a cup of coffee, but get more prestige to it and bring it up. You can do some stuff like Kevin Owens did. But I look at Samoa Joe getting the win here. Next, we have the NXT title in a ladder match. Very forward looking at this match. Obviously, Finn Balor winning the NXT title at Beast in the East, live from Tokyo, the July 4th show on the WWE Network. Here we got Finn Balor champion versus Kevin Owens in a ladder match. Just, wow. When they, obviously announced the rematch, so the guy's going to be pretty good because the Beast in the East show was pretty good. But now they're adding the ladder to it, knowing how these guys are. Balor's going to want to protect that title, and Joe's wanting them back. Not sure what they're going to do with Joe in WWE right now. He's kind of in limbo, feuding with Cesaro. With Cena moving on to feud with Rollins, does Owens have a feud besides Cesaro? Do they put the NXT title back on a Kevin Owens? Does Joe get involved and cause DQ or something? Does Owens win this and Joe come out and stomp? I mean, just a lot of questions here. I actually can see one of two endings to this. I can see Balor just winning it clean, climbing the ladder, NXT champion. I can see Kevin Owens winning it and so Joe coming out and doing something with that, or Joe coming out and costing Owens and doing Owens, Joe, and moving that to the main roster even. So if I had to pick, I'm going to say Balor retains, but there's going to be shenanigans going on with this, I think. I don't think it's going to be a completely clean victory. So that will wrap up my 2015 NXT TakeOver Brooklyn show. Stay tuned Saturday night after early Sunday morning for my preview. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show and have a spiffy night. Robert Sports Show, the YouTube leader in sports channels.